So in today's Enlisted video, we're going to be talking about Operation Battle Summer. So this has been the second event Enlisted has done, and Too Lazy didn't watch. I think Operation Battle Summer was a pretty good event. The challenges were not that hard in my opinion, and you were even given like 15 challenges, and you only had to do 8 of them. So there were so many combinations of how many you could have done throughout the days, and you could have even waited to the last 8 challenges to do, which was the last like I think 2 to 4 days, and you could have just done all 8 then. So I think there was plenty of time to be able to do this event, even if you were on a tight schedule. So let's talk about the positives of this event. I think the event was really easy, and I think that's a major plus to this event. I think anyone could have done it. Also, think the rewards were great for the amount of effort you had to put in. The task made you visit other campaigns, but did not force you to, which is good. People could, go play Berlin if they wanted to, or they could have just waited until the task changed and you could, go for other challenges. I also think one of the biggest positives with this event is the 15 tasks, and you only needed to get 8 of them. But in a little bit into this video, I'll talk about what I think about this, and I think there was a negative to this as well. For rewards, many people have said the rewards are bad. I agree. Like, effectiveness for the rewards were really bad. I don't think a lot of these rewards you'll use into the future of Enlisted. I think it's more of just a collector's item, and I think that's how it should be viewed. It's cool content where you're given for free. I mean, you didn't have to pay for this content. You didn't even have to play for this content if you didn't want it. But I think it's good for people who want something to say, hey, cool, or hey, friend, this is a cool thing I earned back in 2021, whenever it's like 2023 from now. So I think that's a wonderful thing Enlisted has done, is they've given us opportunities to go after collector's items. So as well as everything in the game does not have to be meta or it has to be useful. I mean, sometimes it's just fun to run around with cool stuff. And I think that's a staple of how these events should be. I don't think anything meta should ever be put into the event, as well as I don't think anything should be put into the event that's necessary for people to do good in the game. So like if an event ever has a new squad that no one else can get access to, like I'm not talking about an assaulter squad, I'm talking about like a medic squad, just to say for an example of like a new squad type that you can only get through this event. I think that's a terrible way to do events. So hopefully going forward we stick with these kind of rewards. Maybe some are better in the future. Maybe like we could have some silencers for guns, guns that have silencers on them, even though like it's not really useful for Enlisted. It would just be cool to have. So for the rewards, I think they were good. And if you want to see more about the rewards, I made a video and there will be a card in the top right where you're able to go watch that video and see how you enjoy the rewards. I pretty much got gameplay for everything except for the Rhino, and I wasn't able to get the Rhino gameplay because I had to leave to go do something else, and I had to get that video up quickly because of having to do other things. But yeah, I think all the events rewards were pretty decent. The swords are pretty cool. I think the squad itself was really cool. If you have not played the Battle of Berlin campaign, you have something to go into there that you already have kind of like maxed out, and you're able to grind very quickly. So let's talk about stuff I did not like about the event. We were given 15 tasks and only had to do 8 of them, which was a really positive thing. But with this event, we were not able to get everything. You were only able to get 1 sword, but I think if you were able to keep going with this event, if you've done all 15, I believe you should have got a sword for each campaign, or a sword for each side, at least. With this event, you could do all of the challenges, but you didn't get anything rewarded to you. And I think being able to get everything, even if it's hard, should be the standard for every game whenever it comes to doing events. For me, it's bad practice to show players you can get this, but you can't get everything without paying, or, the perfect situation would be to grind hard. And I think that's a standard that needs to go forward, is everything that is in an event needs to be able to be earned. This is more of a thing that should have never happened. So you were able to purchase tasks after you had all 8 done. I hope people who did pay for these got their gold back and, were refunded their gold at least. I mean, even if you think only dummies do that, yes, I agree with you. Like, it is really dumb to, pay for that. But some people didn't understand, the event itself. Some people didn't read the news. And some people just wanted the rewards. And you had people who bought these rewards thinking that they would get more after their 8 tasks done, and hopefully for a lot of people that is fixed in the future. So now let's talk about some of the tasks. So some of the tasks could be considered quote unquote game breaking in a way. like having people run around with a melee weapon, or ultra meta mode with the top 50%, the top 30%, or even like the victories in itself. I think tasks are just one of those things that is going to have to be like filtered out of what are acceptable tasks and what are not acceptable tasks within Darkflow. I think this event is going to be one of those things that's kind of like testing what is a good task, what is a bad task. Some people have said like the melee task was a bad task because it made people run around with just a knife at some points, or you had people playing not optimally towards like winning the game, which I agree. Like those kind of tasks need to be sort of like kind of filtered out or made minimal of what you have to be required to do with those. So other than that, I think the event was pretty good. I would personally rate it like 8 out of a 10. And how did you guys enjoy this event? I mean, what would you change? What would you add? Do you think the rewards were great? I mean, leave that stuff in the comments. I'm 100% sure Darkflow is looking for feedback right now in all kind of places, being like their Discord, the Reddit, the forums, all kind of places. So if you have anything that you didn't enjoy about this event, or you have something that you really enjoyed with this event and you think maybe they need to know about it, I mean, this is the time. Go leave comments on YouTube videos. Go leave feedback on the Discord. Go leave feedback on forums. Pretty much anywhere you can think of, they're most likely looking. It was also a very simple event, which I liked, and hopefully going forward, we'll start to get more events and more content in general, which I think is always good for Enlisted. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.